Um, so where did we end last session? We had Vasero clutching the spongy staff, and we had vine blight pouring into the winery. And you guys focused on releasing Vasero from his comatose state, or at least protect him from the blights, with Ramil levitating him and Enoch, who managed to jump on Vasero and break the staff. And when you broke the staff, all the blights just withered and died at that very moment. And Vasero was coughing up sand and dirt and mud because while being comatose, he saw this vision of a tree, and he got pulled into the ground by the tree's roots. Obviously, the Martikovs were thrilled to learn that you defeated the Blights and the evil druids, and you even saved their baby. And Davian, when he saw the broken staff and Enoch holding it, he basically he was very worried, and he tried to interrogate you if you saw any vision or if you saw the tree from which the stuff came from. And he explained that the stuff contains this soul possessing power, and he was worried that it will possess you or transform you in any way. But he examined you and didn't see anything, and none of you offered any other explanation. So he concluded that you were protected somehow. In which you replied that it was the Morning Lord or something of a sort, and there was this short argument between the two of you. And basically, after that argument, Davian told you his family story, that his bloodline is able to turn into Raven, and this ability doesn't manifest with each and every family member. It sometimes skips a generation. And he told you about Strahd scorching the sky, banishing the sun, and about the magical gems that allowed his family to revive the vines and basically produce wine for free and distribute it for free to keep morale up as they try to oppose Strahd. He also told you about the holy symbol of the raven that his father embedded into a cask of their finest wine. They don't have any more of that wine left, and they shipped this cask to Ravenloft. They hope that if Strahd will keep it in the castle, in his castle, the holy symbol will, I don't know, emanate some positive energy and maybe banish the darkness from the castle. Obviously, that didn't work. He also told you that Orwin was on watch when the first gem was stolen, something like 10 years ago, which led Orwin to move to Vallaki and open an inn there. And he told you that the second gem was stolen just a couple of days before you arrived. And upon seeing the staff, he believed that the druids sent by Strahd are planning something wicked, something that probably a ritual or something like that. He didn't know what exactly, and he hoped that you would tell him. At least Enoch would tell him after touching the staff. He basically urged you to investigate, but you decided to rest, and this had some consequences as this huge tree-like creature stepped into the valley and upon Strahd pointing at the winery just attacked the Martikovs and you. And you had this monumental battle against this tree, and eventually you managed to defeat it with, I think, everyone on board, including Davian and his sons that were cast aside as mosquitoes. But you gave it all and managed to defeat this creature. And Again, Davian was very, very grateful, and he told you that aside from him, only the infant has the raven blood in it. Orwin is dead, and Falcon was not seen for a long time. You are actually the last one who saw him. And he promised to answer your call when it's time to fight Strahd. So you gained him as an ally, and that basically concluded one of Madame Eva's prophecies. And they helped you rest through the night. They gave you food, they gave you wine, and they kept watch as you slept. But for some reason, everybody fell asleep. And early in the morning, a scream woke you all up. And when you ran to Stefania's room, she was screaming that her baby, the infant, is gone. She's gone from the cradle. Only some blood marks, stained marks on the cradle. This is all you can see. And as you talked around and looked around, you also noticed that Vasero is gone. So, what do you do?
Can I do, first of all, how much do I know about what happened?
You know.
Wait. What?
You think you know.
I think I know? Okay. Can I do an investigation check to figure out where he is?
Yes, go ahead. Davian is distraught, and his two son-in-laws also are very agitated, and they all scramble outside to search for the baby.
Crit. 25.
I got.
Natural 20 plus 5.
You think that he headed to the vines.
Huh. See, who do I trust?
I'm gonna pull Davian aside, and I'll say, "Don't worry, Davian. Whatever happened to your granddaughter, clearly Vasero saw it, and he's on the case. He's investigating."
Awesome. That is actually awesome. I need you to roll your bluff or whatever.
Oh no, I'm telling the truth. I actually believe that. I couldn't believe that Vasero was doing anything other than that. I honestly believe that that's what he saw something and he's following.
I will accept that. Okay.
You need to roll your gullibility.
Yeah, it's totally in my nature.
Great. Okay.
If once I notice where I think Vasero might be going, I take Aramil aside and I say, "Hey, come with me. Come on. I think I know where he is." And if you try to tell the others, I just like, just be quiet. Just come.
Okay, I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Is he gonna ride the handlebars of your broom?
I think I'm carrying my broom as a walking stick right now. Not going, not using it right now.
Okay.
Okay, so Gary and Aramil, they whisper to each other and they go out. Nelphane and Enoch, Mouse, what do you do?
Well, Mouse will also investigate. Where is it? Oh, yeah, that's great. 11.
Okay.
Well, I can look for tracks.
Yeah, he's Mouse is gonna go to Vasero's room. He's not as trusting as me, and just do this investigation there, see what he can find.
Okay. And Nelphane, you want to search tracks where?
Around the crib, and I can have my bear assist me, and like see if I can track it by smell with my bear. Yeah, Romeo, go smell, search.
Okay.
So I'll roll survival with advantage since I have my bear helping me.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, 13.
Okay.
Could have been better.
You and Mouse basically go in circles between the crib and Mouse's room. And you don't find a lot of tracks, but you do realize that Mouse headed outside.
Viscero?
Sorry,
Headed out there?
Vasero. Yeah, Vasero headed outside.
If they went to my room, they might find like some scribbles of some sort of mark. I don't know, something like that maybe.
Okay, you know what? Yes, you actually do find this parchment with some scribbles on it, but one of the scribbles caught your eyes, Nelthane. It's a pentagram with some other runes around it. But the interesting bit is you are not sure this is Vasero's handwriting.
Does Mouse see it as well? Like, do you show Mouse nothing?
Yeah, and you also, and I say,
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to make a religion check.
Okay.
Oh, 11.
Well, we should have Aramil look at this. Where did he go off to?
Aramil?
It's in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Okay, so at this point, we found strange scribblings, clearly not good stuff in his room, and now Aramel and Gary are also missing.
Davian appears in the doorway.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing? What is this symbol? And then his eyes go wide as he realizes what's going on.
Do you recognize this symbol, Davian? I've never seen it before, and it's not our friend's writing. So maybe whatever happened to your granddaughter also happened to our friend.
He slowly approaches. The camera pans to Aramil and Gary. And you two are searching the vines for any clue or any sign of your missing friend. I need you to roll perception.
I'm going to send my owl to take a look from above as well.
Okay.
I can send my weasel.
Okay, I got a 15.
Your weasel should ride his owl.
Yeah. It like jumped down with a little parachute. I got an 8 on my perception, by the way.
Please do
I
that.
got a
8.
19.
Okay. 19. That's the owl or your own perception?
That's my own. I didn't check the owl yet.
Okay.
I don't know how do I roll for my weasel.
Actually, don't know what I need to add for the owl, but I rolled a 13.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm gonna find out.
Okay, so the morning mist is still crawling and clinging to the ground as you two search the vines. The owl flutters and disappears above, and it heads basically to the other side from which you are searching to cover more ground. And you then identify a naked foot lying on the ground. It's something like 50 feet from where you are standing, and you do see something as the mist part and then climbs on this naked feet. You do see some drawing carved into the mud. The mud has, how should I say, dried up around, so the marking is still clear, but you're not sure what the marking is.
Can I try to investigate it?
Do you want to do it from afar or up close?
No, I'm going to get up close. In the meantime, while getting up close, I'm asking Gary why the hush hush. Why didn't we call the others?
I think Gary just says, I'm not sure exactly how they'll react.
To what?
I don't know. Do I know exactly what's happening, or do I'm getting an inkling of what's happening? Mind you, I was very, very drunk, by the way.
Yeah, so you think you know, and I might ask you to roll your deception unless you tell the truth. But Up to you.
Owls get a +1 for their wisdom, and they have advantage on perception checks for sight and sound, by the way.
Wow.
Cool. Nice.
I don't know about
Okay.
weasels.
I would tell them. I would just say, yeah, with deception, I would say I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I got a 19.
Okay.
Okay. So this is where I rolls
Insight. You can roll your
insight,
insight
right?
to see.
Okay, insight. It's pretty crappy. Yeah, I believe you.
Okay, and as you kind of relax and accept your friend's explanation, you step into something soft, spongy, and wet, and you look down and you see just right next to this bare feet, which, by the way, obviously as the mist part, you can obviously see Vasero's naked body. You step onto something small, unidentifiable. It's chopped up, grounded, sliced, and massaged flesh around this intestines, lungs, livers, but you cannot identify what is it even. And you can see Vasero lying in the middle, sprawled in the middle of this pentagram, holding a knife, his red knife in one arm. The camera pans to Enoch and Nelphane. And Davian approaches you and says, "You lied. This whole time you lied. You didn't touch the stuff. Your friend touched it. He now belongs to Strahd. He took the baby. Am I mistaken?"
I have no idea if he took the baby or not. I'm assuming that whatever took the baby also took our friend. I did touch the staff, but Balder protected me. Yes, we did not tell you that he also touched the staff.
And
what does that mean?
If Yolanda is dead, he pauses and then he looks up to you. I vowed to give you my help. Without this vow, I would have killed you here and now. We will search for the baby. I hope, for your sake and for mine, that she is well. And then he explodes into this huge gray raven, feathers, beak, claws, and everything, and just flutters out of the window, cracking and crackling, and you can see this cloud of other ravens join him and they start to circle around the vines. You get a sense, and Nelphane can confirm that he's looking for the baby.
All right. Well, we need to find him before they do. Figure out what's going on. Nelphine, can you track him outside?
I can do my best. I can also talk to the ravens if they're like normal animals.
Yes.
Then I can. So I'll. Hey, ravens, could you help me out if you spot something? Let me know. Preferably before you talk to your master. He's not in his right state of mind right now. So, for his protection, could you let me know first?
Most and I are gonna run outside and start looking around.
Okay, so Mouse is running outside. Nelphine, I need you to roll your persuasion as you talk to the ravens and suggest that they will help you instead of their master.
Ooh, 18.
19. So a flock of raven, a couple of them veer toward you and they start to cackle as they as they flutter around. And indeed, they point out with their pattern of flight a certain point in the vines. Obviously, you think that the Martikov hasn't searched there yet.
I'll rush over there then and bring Enoch and Mouse along with me, and my bear also.
We will follow.
So you all basically unite, and as you are running toward where Vasero is lying, Vasero, you wake up. You're drowsy, confused, but and it takes some time to get a bearing on where you are. But you see Gary and Aramil above you.
And do I know what happened, or
You don't remember a thing.
I don't remember a thing? Okay, so I'm
You do remember Gary suggesting putting some ideas into your mind,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Gary, what happened? Where am I? What have we done?
And at that point, the other group members arrive.
Yeah, and I'm studying exactly like I just did.
What is he talking about, Gary? What happened?
So
Sarah, what did you do?
I don't remember doing anything actually. Well,
his dagger.
So can you tell me what I see when I come into this? Do I
So-
see chopped up baby on the ground?
You see
can't tell if it's
chopped
a
up
baby.
something. on
Well,
the
there'd be
ground.
very little of it if it was a baby compared to
It's-
some other.
It's a blob of flesh this
Oh, it's a blob.
size, and it's so chopped up, beaten, sliced up, gnawed upon. There's nothing to identify there. And you see Vasero lying naked, confused, still clutching his dagger, with Aramil and Gary talking above his body. And he's lying in the middle of a pentagram that he carved into the mud.
Okay, I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on Viscero.
Done.
As soon as I see this, I'm certain that dagger is what's causing this. So the benefit of that, the target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by certain types of creatures. Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay.
Yeah, but what if it's already possessed?
That's a good question, but I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just doing the best I can.
Yeah. I'll turn to Yaromir, my bear, could you smell that to see if it's human? At this blob of flesh, and please tell me it's not human. I'm not sure if they actually can detect that by smell, but
Okay. Anything you want to say, Vasero? As you see the bear getting close to this lump of meat?
well, the only thing I remember from last night was that Gary told me about some warlocks that draw their powers from sentient weapons, and it happens that this dagger might be one of them. So we kind of talked about the kind of things you have to do to make a pact and draw upon their powers, but I wouldn't have done this.
As you say,
Most wants to cast a spell.
Were a little bit more tame. Than
And
this.
as soon as you finish saying that, I would say we need to get out of here. Probably.
Mouse wants to cast Minor Illusion on the little bloody blob to make it look like mud.
okay, the bear approaches it, it turns into mud, and then...
And he's going to start... Is there like a pentagram carved in the ground? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
He's gonna start kicking it off, like covering it up. Are you still lying on the ground, Viscero?
Well, I'm getting up right now, and I wanna try to like telepathically like ask my dagger if he knows what happened.
You reach and concentrate and connect with the dagger, and you can all see Viscero fade out mentally. At least he's got very focused and concentrated. At this point, a huge raven drops from the sky.
I would like to, while he's concentrating, try and disarm him.
Okay. Go for it.
Advantage.
Davian, yeah, do it.
I don't even. How do you do disarm? I can't remember.
I don't think it's in the rules.
Unarmed.
Except if you're a fighter, then you can do it with one of the maneuvers. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're trying to get the dagger out of
maybe
his
So-
quick
hand.
check.
I'm proficient with unarmed. So if I have to make an attack roll, it's oops, that's the wrong character. 16, 22
Wow.
Okay.
for the attack, and then a strength check versus something. Is that the way it would work?
You tell me, Viscero, the weapon, is it considered? Do you have any special ability that prevents anyone from disarming it, or can you
No,
make
not
it go
really.
away, or?
I don't think I have any special abilities to make it stick to my hand or something like that.
Okay, so
So-
make a dexterity,
A dexterity.
saving throw. Yeah.
Okay, oh, it's safe. I just rolled a 3, so modified it's a 10.
Okay, so Enoch, you managed to slap the weapon. The dagger just flies and lands on the corners of one of the pentagrams that Mouse just erased. Just it lands point first, and the mental connection breaks. At this point, Davian, now reformed as human, approaches all of you, and he raises his hand, and it starts to glow in this orange-like halo around his hand, and he starts to mutter. At this point, Ramil,
recognize?
your owl notifies you that a rider is approaching from the road.
What kind of rider?
An elf, a dusk elf.
Okay, guys, there's a rider coming in, an elf. What is Mordekaiser doing?
He is casting a spell. What does remind me the nature of the connection you have with the owl? Can you see through his through
I
its
can
eyes?
try. If it's up to 100 feet from me, then yeah, I can try.
Yeah, you want to try and do it?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't need a roll or anything. It's, I can,
Oh, you just just do
I can just do it telepathically. Yeah.
okay. So roll your perception as you try and look through the bird's eyes.
Yeah, I got a 17, so with the bird it's 18.
Okay. You see that this rider, a dusk elf, you can see that his complexion is dark, but not drow dark, brownish dark. He's covered with a cape and this magnificent blade on his hip, and he holds this package wrapped up in his arms.
Okay. I tell you guys what I see over there. I think maybe we should try to take care of the dagger before that rider arrives. Maybe we
So,
should try to
what do
hide
you
it.
say as Davian is about to cast his spell? Do you want to interrupt it with something,
Oh,
or
I
you
wanted
just?
to see what it is.
Davian, there's a rider coming in
wondered.
here, and there's a package coming here, and I think your baby might be in his arms.
Okay, I need you to roll Just a dexterity check. Let's see if you do it before Davian goes off.
I got a 20.
Oh,
Natural
amazing.
20.
Oh, amazing. So as the spell takes shapes, your words penetrate his concentration, and then he swallows the energy back. And he just stands there dead silent. The rider... Yep.
Okay, sorry. I point to where the rider is coming from so that he can take a look.
Okay. The rider takes its time to approach you. He does that majestically. You can see him,
I like this guy.
100,
Make an entrance.
150 feet, and slowly approaches you. Do you want to
Stand there
say or do
awkwardly.
something?
I have my bow out at this point and not pointing it at anybody, but I have an arrow ready to knock it, and I'm keeping a close eye on Viscero.
Okay.
Not so much the rider.
Guys, anybody have an idea how to eliminate a dagger?
What? Why?
Or at least
Why do you want to eliminate it?
I just want
It
to make
hasn't
it
done
disappear a bit.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm not
the-
sure about that anymore.
The rider will have the baby probably. I mean, I wasn't talking with it about killing a baby or anything. We were just. I mean.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sarah, you haven't been yourself lately.
Yeah.
You phase in and out from time to time,
Yeah.
holding your dagger in weird ways.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'm just concentrating really hard when I'm trying to talk to it. It's not that easy if you're not that powerful. I think it gets easier
Yeah.
with time.
So it's stuck in the ground right now,
Yeah.
partly, like
Yep.
blade first.
Mhm.
So Mouse is going to attempt to stomp it deeper into the ground and then kick it and try and break the blade.
Okay.
Well, the ground is muddy, so I doubt that'll do anything.
Wait, I don't want to touch it. Listen, negative Nancy, enough. You want to go over and pick it up with your hand?
I can try
No.
picking up with a mage hand and keep holding it 30 feet over Viscera for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm
Or-
just worried
or-
that everyone else is going to see it and wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hey, before we do anything, let's figure out what
Thanks.
happened, okay? Let's not jump to conclusions.
No, I'm going to jump
I mean,
kick.
I don't really know what happened last night, but the plan was just that I formed a connection with the blade to draw upon its power, and I don't think we did anything too bad.
I think as you maybe glance at Gary for confirmation, I think Gary this entire time has been just sort of stunned, and he's not his talkative self, and he keeps looking at the pile of mud, thinking about this is not how it went for me.
Gary, you,
This isn't
This
how
is
it
bad.
went for me.
but
He
Gary,
did-
you know how these kind of things work. You helped me figure it out, right? Tell the rest of the group it didn't involve killing a baby.
Armel is
Mouse's
giving
attack
Gary a
roll.
very sharp look at the moment.
Mouse's attack roll was a 10. Is that enough to hit his motionless dagger?
So he managed to kick it, feet to put it into the ground. But as he lifts his feet, the dagger just flies from the ground and lands in
Second.
Vasero's arm.
My arrow is slightly knocked out. Just pull back a little, still down. Just pull back a little.
And the rider at this point arrives, and he looks at each and every one of you, concentrating on each and every one of you, including Davian. And then he says, "There is a naked man among you."
What's of it?
This
is how we roll.
It's not that cold.
Yeah.
You,
We
you
realize.
have the baby, right? Show the others. You have the baby.
He slowly unwraps the cloth, and indeed you see those two tiny arms and you can hear Stefania. Oh, my baby!
I think
Okay,
Gary,
well,
you hear a
forward.
breath run out of Gary's mouth, and he's just like, "Oh my god, thank God!" It's like
Yeah.
tears welling up in his eyes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna approach the rider and say, I don't know who you are, but please give us that baby. Or just like
And where
hands
did you
out.
find that baby? And maybe
Yeah.
give it to the mother who's over there
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of
baby
us.
first, then explanations. Baby first. And I'll
He
put,
looks at each and every one of you, turn his horse just a tiny bit, and hands the baby to Stefania.
perfect.
No, we're
I'm
gonna drink
gonna-
again.
Slowly try and grab the rein of his horse.
And his horse doesn't really like it. He goes something like no, to steer you out of it.
I don't want to get bit by a horse. Probably go berserk and headbutt it or something.
The elf looks at you as if you tried to touch his sister when he was present. It's just shocked, and his hand almost reaches to his blade, but then he reconsiders and says, "You are strangers here."
Yes, so we don't know who you are or how you got that baby. I think it would be very helpful if you would explain, sir.
If by a chance you know how this guy got naked, we'll also be happy for an explanation for that as well.
Yeah, how are you involved with this naked guy?
Oh no, I think Gary remembers that part.
Oh, how are you involved with this naked guy?
Those are
How much did you
ancient
drink?
secrets.
Ancient secrets. It's part of the ritual. There was a goat and
Yeah, well there was. Now it's just a pile of.
Yeah.
And the elf looks around and then says, "This bear eats mud."
It's not
And then you
not
can see the bear.
Yeah,
good, excellent. Eat it all.
that's not
Evidence.
mud. That's something else.
He
Someone
looks
left
at
food
you and
around.
says,
Mouse gives you an elbow. Stop it.
"It is mud."
So back to the original question, sir. Who are you and how did you come across this baby?
He says, "My name is Savid. I was looking for a missing Vistani girl in the woods when I saw this, or heard this baby weeping. I found her in a wolf's den." Since
I'm gonna make an intuition or insight check.
yes,
As your insight.
18.
yeah, you think he's telling the truth.
In a wolf's den?
Yes, sir.
Was the wolf there?
No,
Well,
How far
blessing-
is it from here?
not very far. Near the ruins of Grinvost.
Blessings of the Morning Lord upon you. Thank you for returning this baby. Can you lead us to where you found the baby?
Yes, but
I promise you, my friend, will get dressed first.
thank you.
You are an angel, sir.
And he looks quizzically at you as you say that, as if he's not. It looks like he doesn't know how to interpret that. You can see Davian nods to the elf and then turns back to you, and he ignores Vasero, he ignores Aramil and Gary and Mouse and Nelfane. He just looks at Enoch and he says, "I don't know what it is you try to do here. My vow still stands because the baby is alive. I do not know if your friend had anything to do with it. I will assume that he didn't. But my family we'll be watching you. And
I actually appreciate that. Please do. And thank you for your vote of confidence. I apologize for any confusion. And for my naked friend. I'm going to look at Visero. My Baldur's great hairy toes, man. Put some clothes on.
I give him, I think I have a cloak here.
Oh yeah, you probably have, right?
A hooded fur cloak.
Yeah, I put his fur cloak on and slowly walk back to the house to get the rest of my stuff.
The walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
Mouse is going to follow him at a distance and watch.
And so are two ravens. You can see them jump from tree to tree, following Visero.
All right, we need to get out of here. I think we've overstayed our welcome just a smidge.
Yeah. Now you turn to the elf. You mentioned you were looking for a Vistani woman or girl.
Yes. Did you see her?
I haven't seen a girl recently, other than the infant point over. I don't know. Maybe if you described her or told us her name.
Her name is Arabelle. She is 7 years old. Her father, Luvash, is very worried.
I'm afraid we haven't seen her. But we would be willing to help look for her.
And he looks at all of you with this doubt on his face. And he says, I will probably be better alone, but I can lead you to the wolf's den if you want me to.
Yeah, I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Enoch
Okay.
is trying really hard to remember where he's heard that name before. Arabelle. I swear I've heard it. But I didn't write it down. Mother of God. Okay.
You're not confusing with Aramel?
Nope. Thought I heard it before. Maybe a different game. I don't know.
Okay, the elf turns his horse and trots slowly outside of the valley.
And we follow him, or is he leaving us?
I'll turn to my bear and whisper down to him and say, "Hey, what was it you were eating? Please tell me it wasn't human."
Tastes like chicken. Goat.
If this elf leaves us, I would ask him. I don't know if he's leaving us, but if he was, then I would try to ask him where we could find Luvash. If we found the girl, to return her.
Luvash is residing just outside of Valaki, near the shoreline.
Okay.
He wouldn't happen to be living next to a Vistani woman named Esmeralda, would he?
And he says, Esmeralda, interesting. I met a group of men who said they are working for a woman named Esmeralda. I didn't like their smell, so I got out of the road and let them pass.
We met him too.
Yeah, they seem
Interesting.
dangerous.
Okay. He just leads north outside of the valley and back into the road, walking north on the old Svalich road, basically returning the same way that you walked from Valaki toward this valley. And after something like an hour worth of a slow trot / ride, he points into the bushes and says, Here I heard the baby cry.
Delphine.
Yeah, I'll approach the area and look at the ground to see if I can find any tracks there
Okay.
from anybody else beside this rider and wolves.
Do make your roll.
That's a 9. So
9. So 9. You do notice that the elf barely left tracks. Obviously, is very comfortable around this area. You do find the wolves den pretty easily. It's inside a dead trunk, a dead tree trunk, and you can definitely smell and feel the presence of wolves around this area. I need you to make a perception roll as you look inside this dead tree trunk. It's pretty large, actually.
well, that's better. A 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
cool. So you find two interesting things. The first one is a rune carved into the inside of this dead tree trunk. You're not sure what it means, though. And the other interesting thing is that you can see some belongings of the baby there. Her diaper, if it was a leather, I don't know, wrap that she wore, maybe the toy that she held, and you think that she wasn't mistreated.
Right. But I don't see any of the wolves around here now.
No, you do smell them, but you don't see any of them.
Well, I'll pick up the belongings she had.
Okay.
Take it out and say, well, she didn't look like she was mistreated. Or
Yeah,
anything.
so you pick up the toy, and it's a small doll with one eye missing and a smile that is broken and stitched, which actually gives it a little bit of a creepy smile, something like this. And you turn it, and behind it there is a writing: "Is no Blinsky, is no fun."
We've heard that before.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that's the toy maker from Valaki.
The
Yeah.
vampire killer, right?
No.
No.
Blinsky was the guy that was getting beat up when we first arrived
Right. The
Yeah.
guy who,
by Isaac.
And a lot of
Yeah.
the dolls in Ismak's room, had that
Yeah.
also on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's a local doll maker.
Yeah.
It's his branding. Can't argue with the guy. He's selling toys.
Well, I think the only place we saw that toy were in Ismak's room.
To be fair, we weren't exactly looking for toys.
True, but does this look like a child, like a doll you would give to your child?
Yes,
Oh,
I'm a half orc burb.
I'll ask someone else. Does this look like?
It's much nicer than the toys I grew up with.
I did also notice a rune in there, like maybe
Oh.
Enoch or Aramil or
I'll
Yeah.
see if
you, Gary,
it's
could have a look at it.
religious.
Sure.
I'll see if it's religious in nature. I rolled an 18.
I'm gonna try Arcana. Got a 24, I think.
Try history.
I got a 23. 23 for Arcana.
Dang.
Okay. You look at this rune, and when you look at it, it looks like okay, so it looks like maybe an eagle or a raven or a bat, you're not sure, with its wings spread and a castle behind it. But it's very hard to make the shapes. It took you some looking and looking for meanings inside of the carving. It's not very big. It took you some time to figure it out, but you think it's either a raven, a bat, or an eagle spread out with a castle behind it. The Dusk Elf says, "I will leave you now for your journey to continue."
I just ask him if he recognizes this rune or if it looks familiar to him.
He dismounts, takes a hard look at the rune and says, "Yes, this is Strahd's crest." And then he remounts and starts trotting toward the road. Then he stops and turns around. "Where are you headed, if I may ask?"
Kind of feel like we're halfway to Greenvost Hold, aren't we? Anyways,
I would like to visit the Vistani camp near Vallaki.
Is that at Greenvost?
No, it's right outside Vallaki at the.
Oh, the one that we were at?
No, another one.
What the hell? Totally lost now.
Yeah. Where Esmeralda is.
Oh, I thought she was at west of Vallaki. Isn't that Greenvost Hold?
So west of Vallaki is Greenvost Hold, yes. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, near the shoreline, the Vistani camp is located.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that the way we're headed now?
It depends on you.
I thought that's where we were going to go.
I actually have no idea where we're going.
But I know we probably aren't all that welcome at the Wizard of Wines, but Enoch, do you have Detect Evil or some other spell like that?
Not right now. I can tomorrow.
I'm kind of afraid that maybe Strahd did something to this baby, like corrupted, infected, or something.
Oh, well.
It is his symbol here, and the wolves do work for him.
We have to wait. I can do it. Yeah. Happy to wait, happy to do it, but I have to pray again for my spells. I didn't choose that one.
Yeah.
Maybe we can at least let the Mardikovs know what we found, that this is where the baby was, and and that we found the symbol over there.
Yeah, because it looks like Strahd tried to leave his own barrel in the Mardikov castle. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I think we also wanted to visit a place called Kursk, perhaps. We found like a key to one of the coffins over there, which.
What? Found a key to a coffin in Kursk?
Yeah. We found a couple of before the inn in Vallaki was burnt. There were a couple of visitors, I think, from Kursk, right, Ido? That's the name of the place.
Yes. Krezk.
Yeah,
it's
after
Krezk.
Krezk. And after it burned, we went back to look for anything that remained, and we found a key to I don't know if it's a crypt key.
A long time ago, we learned of a castle west of Vallaki, which was home to a knightly order, the Order of the Silver Dragon. It was destroyed. Is that Greenvost Hold?
Yes.
I want to go to Greenvost Hold.
Yeah, and Bluevosh is near there, so we can talk to him in case we find that lady.
Okay. Where's this crest, by the way? You know? I don't see it on the map.
It's far to the south.
Oh, okay.
Dude, my notes are useless.
See it.
Yeah, mine too.
They're just a list of random things.
Yep.
So is mine, but I'm trying to piece them together now. And so if we go towards Greenvost Hold, do we can do we can visit the camp and go to Greenvost Hold, is that correct? The Vistani camp?
Greenvost Hold comes first, and then you need to pass Vallaki and then the Vistani camp. It's all very close. It's on the shore of a lake, so you've got Greenvostholt, Valaki, and then the camp.
Okay.
Oh, so the camp is on the other side of Valaki. Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was on this side.
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
do we have
is very interested in visiting the camp first.
Do we have a picture of the map, so we don't have to log
I
into
think I've
Roll20?
sent it. Yeah, I think I've sent it. Not sure if in Roll20, maybe in the blog.
It is in the
page.
blog, but also on Roll20. The blog, he uploaded it on session 3.
Okay.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, you did. I'm looking at it right now.
So the elf looks at you and says, "Good luck on your journeys, and don't walk in the woods at night."
Take care.
Thank you. Good luck to you with finding Arabelle. Yeah.
And he nods. Okay. It's approaching noon. No rain, fortunately, but it's very cold, and again, the black sky above you are covered from horizon to horizon with dark clouds. What do you want to do?
To the hold, right?
Well, as I said, Nelfane would like to visit the Vistani camp and see Esmeralda.
We're traveling east to Velaki.
Toward Valaki, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit the hold first, and then go probably enter through or go around Velaki, and then go to the camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you start your journey east with your thoughts full of what happens up till now, and toward the evening, as you approach the area in which you know that the fort, this ruined fort, will be visible soon, you hope. Nelfane, you smell something familiar, and I need you to make a perception roll.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You can alert your party members. There are people around you in the forest, very close to you, and your bear also emits this.
Yeah, I'll just, whoever's walking next to me, whisper, there's people around us, and then I'll take a few steps back, or just slow down and whisper to the next in line, hey, there's a few people near us, around us, just casually whispering to each of the members of the party, so I don't alert anybody, act normal.
So with Nelfane's alert, you are not surprised when three rough-looking men, which you have all met before, emerge from the bushes. They all hold these wicked-looking clubs. They are dressed in leathers, and they are they have deep voices, and their leader looks at Nelfane and says, "We have a message for you, a message from our employer." And then they raise their clubs and lunge at you.
There's really no need for this, I say immediately.
I scream at them, wait, what is the message?
Here is before we kill you. What is the message? Here is the message. And then they try to club Nelfane. I need you to all roll your initiative.
I crit again, 22.
I almost crit. I rolled a natural 19.
Okay, Vasera with a 19.
No, it's a 21.
Gary with
It was a natural 19. 21.
21. And Gary with 22?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aramel with 15.
With 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nelfane and the bear with 24.
Oh my god.
I critted again.
Most got a 9. Enoch got a 13.
Amazing. Nelfane, what do you do? 3 men rushing you.
Yeah. But now I'll just like dodge and say, so they have disadvantage on the tactical ability. Like, this is really not necessary. I'm on my way to see her now. You don't have to do this. But yeah.
Okay.
Protect
They have
myself,
a
so
disadvantage. Why?
Because I'm taking the dodge action.
Oh, okay. Great. Awesome. Yes. So let's see. Disadvantage. So one of them tries to hit you with the club and misses. There is another miss. And yet another miss. The last miss was a fumble, so he slips on the mud and lands, splashing mud all around and cursing. The leader barks, "Get up and crack his skull." Gary.
I'm going to, if I can, try to use Hypnotic Pattern on them. Now it's a 30-foot cube around any. It's a 30-foot cube I can place anywhere, but I want to make it so it doesn't get Nelfian if it's possible.
Okay. Yes, you can.
All right. So yeah, 30-foot cube, and it makes this weird pattern that appears and vanishes, and each creature inside it who sees the pattern must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw 1. What's the DC?
The DC, my spell DC is 14.
Okay, so we have 1 failure, 1 success, and 1 success. So what happens to the guy that failed?
He becomes charmed. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and speed of 0. So basically he just like stands there and drools, I'm guessing.
Okay, yes, exactly what he does. Awesome.
Oh, and
Anything
if he
else?
takes any damage, then he'll come back.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm basically just ready. I'm ready
Okay.
to do it.
Acero.
Okay. So there are multiple ones of them. There are multiple people.
Yeah, 3 guys basically trying to club Nailfane. One of them stops and stares at some bright light and drooling.
Okay. I attack the one that's closest to Nelfane then with my rapier.
Okay.
And that's 14 plus 7 makes 21.
Yes, hit.
And I draw upon my newfound powers from the dagger, and the target that I hit it erupts in flames, and some green flames shoot out and hit a few of the other guys that are standing around.
Okay.
And
I think there's an audible "whoa" from Gary.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Yes, the forest light up with green flame.
So that's 11 for the main target, and
Yes.
3 for the next targets that are there, I think.
Okay, so
But would that hit me also? If I'm next to him?
yes.
Does it? Wait, let me.
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't think so.
the targets are for.
Choose.
Only one of them takes the
Okay.
damage and the green flame.
So I'm
the target
yeah.
I can to a target I can choose.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So I'm assuming you don't hit the drooling one to avoid waking him up. Okay.
Yep, right.
Great.
And
So
that
both
also
of them.
7 sneak attack to the main target, I guess.
Oh,
So
that's nice. Okay. So they both shake with the flames and scream as their leathers start to burn. Ramil.
So can I get only the 2 of them who aren't? Oh, I'm. What I have is the fireball, and I want to leave the guy who is currently hypnotized.
So you can sidestep and go a bit off-road, and then from that angle you can strike them.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you
Write
move
it down.
and whisper the words of a spell.
Yeah. It's a fireball, so it's 8d6.
They need to make a saving throw.
Yeah. The CDC is 15. Dexterity.
30. So 1, 2. Okay.
That's 15.
So it's 15. So I had one failure and one success.
Okay. And so I got 26 for the guy who failed, and 13 for the guy who saved.
Okay.
What did you just cast?
Fireball.
Holy crap.
Okay. So the forest
He's-
explodes around you.
Oh, damn, right. It's a forest.
And and flames start to lick the trees and the bushes and everything. Both of the men, they just fly back as the shockwave runs through the forest. They land on all fours, crying with pain. Enoch.
Really starting to second guess my choice of traveling companion. Overkill much? No, just kidding. This guy's playing with cursed blades and running around naked, fireball and everything. Jesus. I'm just gonna hit one with my hammer.
Hey, fire makes light, right?
Fire does make light. I have fire spells. I'm not judging. Just nervous. 21 to hit.
Yes.
Then again, I killed a woman with my hammer, so who am I? 9 damage.
9 damage. So you break its jaw, and it goes like to the one side, and you can see his bloodshot eyes. They look up at you, and then the jaw snaps back into place. You all can hear bone crunching coming from their bodies as they are on all fours. Their bodies covered with black fur. Their jaw extends and fangs grow out. Their eyes turn red, deep red. You have seen this color before. And two huge wolves howl into the burning forest at night.
I'm gonna I take it all back. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Can I drop my warhammer and as a bonus action draw El Kalar?
Yes, you can. Shrink.
And we find out what it does.
Yes. The hypnotic pattern. Do I get a save in my turn?
Oh, let me see.
At
The
the end
spell
of my
ends
turn.
takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. It doesn't say anything about making more saves.
Okay. So one of them jumps at Enoch. You know what? Two of them. Both of them will jump. No, one of them will jump at Enoch. The other will jump at Nelfane. They howl into the night and lunge. So for Enoch, I have. Actually, they make two attacks with their claws and with their bite. So with the claws, I have a 15 against your armor.
Armor
Enoch.
class is 15.
Oh, okay, so that's a hit. You take 4 plus 4 plus 2, so 10 points of damage from its claws. Then he tries to bite you. And I've got a 16 this time. Hit. And this, he bites you for 6 more points of damage. You can feel its fangs deep into your bite deep into your flesh, and its saliva crawling on the wound. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Nelfane, claws coming at.
It's still a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, the claws miss you. The bite also. Let's see if I'm not... Yeah. The other one stays drooling. He doesn't move.
My con save was whopping 5.
A whopping 5. Okay. Cool.
Be a werewolf.
Mouse.
Well, this changes things now. Mouse is going to attack with spear and fist.
Okay.
And I think he can just spend a key point and try stunning strike on one of them.
Great. Nalfine, prepare your attack. You're next.
Yeah.
So the spear is a 21 and the fist is a 25 to hit.
Okay. So the spear goes in.
Sorry, 4 damage
fist.
if he takes it.
Yes. So the spear goes in, the fist goes in. They both take the punches, but in their shifted form, you can see that some of this damage, as Mouse pulls out the spear, the wound closes, unless it's a silvered spear.
Nope. So
Okay.
5 damage from the punch, but now has to make a save or it's stunned until the end of my next turn.
That's a wisdom save or
Constitution
Constitution?
save, I believe.
Okay, I have a whopping 3.
Oh, yes, it's stunned. Excellent.
Okay, cool. So we have 1 stunned. Okay. Anything else for Mouse?
No, that's if it's stunned, he'll back away.
Okay. I need you all to make dexterity saves to jump around flames, falling branches, and other burning debris. The 3 werewolves do the same.
What's DC?
I'm not telling you.
17.
I'm rolling so poorly right now.
Okay.
I got 13.
13
Okay.
for me also.
7.
With a
Oh,
plus
geez.
7.
I got an 8 and I used the luck too.
To adjust that?
Yeah,
two and eight.
Dexterity save, you said? Ooh.
Yes.
That's a 19 for Mouse and a 4 for me.
Okay, so anyone with the 14 or higher takes 4 points of damage. The rest take 8 points of burning,
Oh, right. I should-
agonizing damage.
Oh, is it burning?
Yes, it's burning.
So I take half?
Yes.
Yes.
It falls and you just, Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelfin.
Both me and my bear failed.
Okay.
We are not dodging very well right now. But I have my swords out now, and one of them is silvered. So my
Okay.
silvered sword is an 18 to hit.
It hits, and as you hit it with the silvered sword, one of the wolf howls in pain. It doesn't like that feeling.
No, that's good, but it was minimum damage, so only 5.
5.
If
okay.
Yeah.
we're attacking the
Uh,
stunned one, we have advantage.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is not the stun one. This is the one next to me.
Okay.
If it had been with advantage, that would have been a crit. But
Dang
Oh,
it.
I didn't roll. I didn't roll for the stunned one to see. Oh, okay. No, he didn't take any fire damage. So lucky you.
and with my offhand attack, that's a 16,
Yes, hit.
2 damage. But this is not silver.
Okay.
And then my bear gets to attack 2 times, and the first time is an 8. So I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Right.
And a 12.
12 hits.
Oh, good. It's for 9 slashing damage.
Slashing. Okay. He
And
takes
I-
half of
yeah.
that.
I'm
Okay.
actually not sure if it counts as a magical weapon or not. I don't think it does.
No, it's not a magical weapon. Okay. Gary.
I'm going to hit the one that's stunned. I got hit by our monk.
Yep.
And I think I'm gonna put Hex on him. See if I
On
can.
the stunned one?
Yeah, not the
Okay.
hypnotized one.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to put Hex on him, and
Yes.
I'll choose his strength ability, Dex ability.
Con, I can keep stunning him.
Con. I'll reduce his con, make him easier to stun, and then I'll use Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay.
I rolled a 24.
Hits.
12 damage plus the necrotic from the Hex.
Okay, he drops.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Nice.
never mind.
Didn't even need the Hex. And that's my move. That's my time right there.
Awesome. Vasero.
Remember, next turn you can move the hex as a bonus action.
Excellent.
So, is there just one left, or are there two still?
There is one that is still drooling and one that is wounded but still on its four legs in front of Nelfane and Enoch.
Yeah, I'm slashing at the wounded one with a rapier and my dagger in my offhand, and that's a
Okay.
19 and an 8, so I guess the offhand doesn't hit.
Yes.
And 8, 15, 19, 23 against the wounded one.
Yes.
And I actually do the same that I did last time, and a bunch of flames shoot to the drooling one for 4 damage.
Okay. For the drooling one, if he'll take damage, he might wake up from his. Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. So he snaps out of the. And then he. Okay. No, not now. Sure. Okay. Great. That was Vasero. We are back at Aramel.
Okay, so we have two of them. Both of them are badly wounded, lightly wounded.
I need you to make a perception roll.
I'm not very perceptive. Got 7.
Okay. So yes.
So
One down, one wounded, one wiping drool and turning into a wolf.
All right, so the one that just turned into a wolf, I'm going to levitate him.
Okay.
He needs to do a constitution. No, actually, he doesn't need to do a constitution save. I'm going to give him a 6 for a constitution.
Okay.
So he starts levitating at 20 feet.
Awesome. And he howls and rages and rakes and spits as he does that.
Okay.
So the wounded one or the drooling one?
The drooling one.
Okay. Levitated. Awesome. As you finish the words of a spell, it's Enoch's turn.
I'm going to rage and attack the wounded one with El Kalar.
Okay.
Okay. So, unless there's any extra bonuses, I'm unaware of. My attack roll is 16.
16 hits. As you pierce its flesh, it shrieks and gives this high-pitched scream that rattles all the bushes around, and even the trees seem to be trying to avoid this horrid scream. It burns! You can hear as a silvery flame bursts out of the wound.
Wow.
Yes.
8 damage, unless there's anything else that
He
I'm unaware of.
drops.
Impressive, I say.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Drops. But before you manage to take a breath of air, Aramil, you feel two clawed hands grab you by the shoulders and pull you into the wood. You sidestep into the forest to cast your fireball. And this werewolf that was lurking in the shadows jumps at you.
I scream.
Oh my god. Dun dun dun.
20?
Oh.
Damn.
And he was never seen again.
Yeah, you see him disappear into the forest.
All we hear is
Um,
screaming.
Like Alien.
Yes. So that was the clause, actually. So it's double damage, right? We have 8. Oh, 12. 14 plus 4, that's 18 points of damage from the claws as it rakes you.
Okay.
And the bite, wow, that was close. That was a 19, unmodified. Yep.
So I got no chance. Okay. Wait. Oh, actually, maybe I do. Just a minute. I already am at 15, so it's a +5. Yes. Okay. I cast. I do a shield on this attack.
Okay,
He said 19 unmodified.
Unmodified, yes.
Oh, it's unmodified. Yeah. Never mind then.
Okay, so this is an additional 6 points of damage. And I need you.
Turn.
Okay, so you drop, but that doesn't matter. You feel the saliva of this creature on your skin. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The rest of you, the wizard has disappeared, and you have one howling wolf spinning in the air. Oh, does the levitate drops at this point?
Yeah.
Awesome. He lands like a wolverine on the floor, and then he runs toward Nelfane, of course.
Of course.
Still with a disadvantage?
No.
Oh, okay. So that's a grade 5. But that was with his claws. So the claws dance on your armor and don't damage you. That is that's a 16 against your armor class. That hits. Okay. So these are 10 points of damage and the saliva that burns you.
18.
On the saving throw. Okay.
So I should be good. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Only 2 of us are going to turn into werewolves. Don't worry.
Yeah. It'll be great.
I've always wanted to have a werewolf wizard with us.
What was your save against the bite,
10.
Aramil? 10.
10.
Okay.
And that's
Wolf
how the
wizard
party
sounds
killed
awesome.
itself.
Wolf wizard.
Okay. Guys, what do you do? Aramil is down. We are at Mouse's turn. The wizard is gone into the forest, screaming and kicking, and the levitated werewolf is no longer levitated. What do you do?
I'm going to be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Did Mouse see where the wizard went? See him get pulled? Aramil get pulled in?
Roll a perception for him.
15.
Yes, he did. He spotted another werewolf in the forest.
Okay, so he's gonna run in there. Is there gonna be an opportunity attack on him for doing that?
No.
No. Okay, so he's gonna run in there. He's gonna drop his spear. It didn't seem to do much, anyways, and run in and attack the wolf if he can. To try.
Okay, so he finds it looming over the sprawled body of the wizard.
Okay. So stunning strike. So 2 attacks, I guess. Ugh. He rolled a 1 on his first attack roll. So that's a 7.
Okay, hits the mud.
And then a 19 on his second one.
Yeah. That connects.
Do I even need to roll damage?
I think Monk's Hand are considered magical.
I didn't see that anywhere in the player's handbook.
They are.
Yeah, you can roll, but
are they considered magical?
Yeah,
I thought they were just considered weapons.
No, but it said can't remember the level. He might not can.
I don't
Okay,
think he
so
does yet.
roll your damage.
4 damage, but
Okay.
he has to make a Constitution save.
Oh,
DC
right.
13.
Yeah, he made it.
Okay. He and Mouse will stand kind of over top of Aramil.
Okay. So we're back at Nelfane.
Yeah, that's. It's 6th level.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
it was 6th level.
So, Nelfane, as you brace yourself for the coming attack, you see something. The clouds part, and you can see starless sky above you, and you think you see this huge winged creature fluttering above the clouds. At this point, the two remaining wolves lift their head, howl, and flee into the forest.
Do I get a opportunity attack?
Yes.
I'm taking it. I'm berserk.
Yeah, I'll do the same, and my bear will also do the same.
Okay.
And as I stab it in the back, I'll say it didn't have to go down like this.
18 to hit.
Yes. Yes, hits.
With El Kalar. Ooh, 11 damage.
Oh.
Plus whatever.
You pluck out an eye this time.
Nice.
It pops out, burst of silvery flame. The wolf reforms into this hybrid wolf-man thing as it limps into the forest, howling in pain.
Yeah. While it's limping away, I believe a 12 hit, or is it with advantage since it's from behind?
No, he's very aware.
Yeah.
No, but
a 12 hits, so that's 6 damage with my silver longsword.
Okay. He howls
11,
again.
11 from my bear. Not sure 11.
11 doesn't hit when he's in his hybrid form.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. Great. So the natural moisture of the air brought the flames down, but a thick smoke covering all of you, along with a thick layer of mist that now crawls on the ground. Aramil, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Remind me how it goes. So 1d10,
Just
right?
Just a
D20. You need
D20?
10. Yeah, no modifiers. You need 10 or more.
Okay, that was a fumble.
Okay. It's a
one?
1.
Have two fails.
Yeah.
So you have 2 failures. Don't
Okay.
fail a third time.
All right.
So, can I go
Most-
looking for him in the woods?
Yeah, Mouse will shout out, and I can run over and cast a Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, that was...
At least give him some HP
Close.
back.
You need to find me
snap.
though.
I
Yeah,
can,
Mouse,
there.
Mouse was with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He found you.
Cool.
Yeah, so 10. I rolled max. 10 hit points back.
Awesome.
Thanks.
What did the winged creature look like? Could I tell what it was?
Roll your perception.
Okay. 23.
It was a giant bat.
Okay.
Wolf's good, bats. No, wait. Wolf's bad, bat's good.
No.
Raven's good.
No. Giant
No,
bat.
I think
is
Wolf's bad. Bat's more bad.
This is
Raven
possible, right?
Is
No, this is
especially if
Gary
it's a
thinking
vampire.
positively.
Turn into a bat.
Bats are our friends.
So how are your hit points, Aramil, with that 10 back?
22 short.
Okay. We've still got
Okay.
some traveling to do, so I'll hit you up with a 2nd level Cure Wounds as well.
Okay.
Another 9.
All right. Cool.
The clouds part
Thanks.
again. And just before you, you can see a small hill. Actually, it's not that small. upon which looms a huge ruined mansion. Its turret capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure had collapsed, as has part of the roof, but the rest appears intact. A dark octagonal tower rises above the surrounding architecture, rising up until it disappears inside the low layer of mist. Then out of the fog comes a distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howling of wolves in the woods around you. But the house stands silent, seeming like the fossiled remain of some long dead thing smote upon the mountainside. You behold a green Vostholt.
We don't see any people.
That's where the Order of the Silver Dragon was. All
Any
right.
movement.
You can roll perception.
3.
Got an
You
8.
see nothing. The wizard sees nothing.
I tries the owl.
Now Thane tries looking out also, but yeah, he's still distraught about these werewolves coming after him, so he's too distracted. It was
Okay.
a 7.
You know what? I think a history roll sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's use history to see what we know.
13.
I got a 15 for the owl.
Okay, the perceptive owl, unless Vasero or Enoch wants to roll.
No.
I got an 8.
Okay. So you're basically catching your breath as the owl circles around. The owl spots two things. He spots a statue covered with moth and grass and fungi of a dragon, a stone dragon, with its wings folded, and the dragon is looking at the entrance of this mansion. Next to the statue parks a Vistani wagon.
Excellent.
And a horse is attached to the wagon.
Does it look like the wagon of the four men that we saw before?
No, this is a Vistani wagon. It looks a little like Van Richten's carnival wagon. There are similarities, but no writings or something like that.
Okay.
I'm just. I'm going in. I'm gonna.
Following.
I'm gonna walk in. Mouse is gonna hang back a little bit and hide and watch.
Before we go in, I'm casting Good Berry and eating a lot of berries to cure myself. Actually,
and
I'll
Mouse.
cast it twice. To heal myself and my bear a bit.
Viscera, what are you doing?
I think I'm just going in as well.
Okay, so Mouse is just
Yeah,
gonna
me too.
cast Pass Without Trace on himself. It gives him
Okay.
a +10 to his stealth.
Amazing.
Oh wow! So he gets a 35.
Wow.
Who's Mouse? I don't
Who's
even
Mouse?
He
had
disappears like a fart in the
yeah.
wind.
We had a sixth party member.
Yeah. Nope.
Don't remember.
Okay. As you approach this mansion, you notice this 10-foot wide, 10-foot high cube of granite, and on top of it there is a moss-covered statue of a dragon. You can see its wings tucked close to its body, and it looks east toward the mansion. So if this is the door of the ruined mansion, the dragon is basically sitting on the a granite box looking at it. You can see steps leading to two iron-studded double doors. And from the road where you approach the mansion, you can see that a third of the structure has collapsed, but the rest does seem intact.
Let's take a look at the wagon first. You see
Yeah.
someone is there?
Yeah. I'll cast light on my hammer and I'll shout out. Oh, there, strangers. Is anyone here?
You can only hear a of the horse.
The horse.
But Nelfane, I need you to make a perception roll.
13.
You see a handkerchief tied to one of the wagon's poles. So it's a simple wagon, a barrel like wagon with a bench just behind the horse, and there are two poles, one for the parking stick, and on top of one of these poles they hold lamps, oil lamps. On one of the poles there is a handkerchief tied. It looks familiar.
Fantastic. I'll just go over to Enoch and say, we might, or I might meet someone in here that I know, and I'm not quite sure how I'll react.
What do you want me to do?
I'm kind of afraid that I'm in hell right now and about to see my wife. Who died.
Who died?
Yes.
So you're suggesting she's undead?
I'm suggesting we are both dead and in hell.
What?
Yeah.
You're undead?
No. I don't think so. It's rather confusing.
Let's talk about this later. What do you want me to do about your wife? I can take two approaches to this here.
Yeah.
There's Priest Enoch and there's Barbarian Enoch.
Yeah. I need the Priest Enoch for some guidance here.
Okay.
I'll
keep my temper in check.
Yeah, I believe she was the one that sent the werewolves.
Okay.
But please don't hurt her, whatever she does.
Very well. Did you want me to go investigate the wagon?
No, I'll do it. But
okay, I'm gonna stay back.
Yeah.
Keep the light. I'll put my hammer away. Move the light to my shield.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't let the others kill her, please. If
Okay.
it's the one. Yeah, I'll approach the wagon.
Okay. I'll kind of stand between him and the wagon and just gonna like turn around and face the party and kind of like, oh, look at those battlements. Oh, look at that door. An interesting statue over there.
There's a lot of static noise now, right?
Yeah.
No, that's me with my pages.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right, it's gone now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so who is examining the wagon?
I am.
Are you? You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping a sideways eye on Viscero. You would probably see me. You'd see me doing that a lot now. Like he's very distrustful of you.
Nelfane, you know that when you and your wife were together and farming and living your happy life, you two planned to have a baby. And she asked you to prepare this wagon with comfortable pillows and places to put all your stuff. And she also asked you to install a trap on the door to avoid anyone. You could place the baby there and he'll be safe while the two of you are out near the fire. So you remember that request as you reach out to open the back door of the wagon.
Yeah.
Kind of stops you as you do it, and then...
Yeah, with a trembling hand, I'll open.
Okay. You hold the door and open it very, very slowly, and you indeed see a tripwire connected to the door. Because you were very careful, you didn't disconnect this wire, but you now see it. You can see the inside of the wagon. And you can see that a flask of alchemist fire is hanging from the roof of this wagon and kind of waves above the ground. And on the there are a lot of shelves with boxes and casks and all kinds of items folded, neatly arranged. But you know that if you pull the door open, the wire will disconnect and the alchemy fire cask will fall and explode. What do you do?
Is it possible to get inside the wagon without opening the door as well, like some other opening?
You'll need to disarm this somehow. You can make a sleight of hand or stealth, or what do you do to disarm? I don't know.
Say
Actually,
sleight of hand.
A
sleight
mage
of hand.
Use a
You can
mage
sleight of hand. Do a sleight
Use
of
our
hand.
thief.
Yeah.
Use your wizard hand.
You can do it with advantage because you know the trap. You installed it yourself.
Okay.
Not with a burning, not with an alchemist fire, obviously, but
Just Eldritch Blast
design.
it.
The design is similar.
Oh yeah, I'll
Let's
replace
just
it,
burn the
but-
wagon down. That's what we do,
No.
isn't it?
No. Yeah, I'll try and disarm it.
Okay, roll.
Oh, a 19.
Awesome.
Nice.
You manage to disarm this wire, and you get this vial of alchemist fire. You get you quick look inside of the wagon, and you can see a lot of trunks and things there. You can see a wooden trunk covered with claw marks, and it's locked, but there's no visible key. You can see a wardrobe containing dresses that are very familiar to you. These were the clothes of your wives, along with a traveler's robe, several pairs of shoes, and a set of fine dresses. You can see equipment, interesting equipment, climber's kit, a disguise kit, a healer's kit. You can see a sculpted wooden cage inside, and 2 battle axes on one of the shelves. A lot of interesting equipment. A crossbow and 10 silvered bolts.
Well, I've just like looking through all the dresses, like, and then smelling them to see if they actually smell like her.
Oh yeah, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, as the smell almost brings you to your knees.
17.
Okay. You are gripped with this violent shudder as you suddenly remember your wife and your time with her. Madness almost grabs you, but you grind your teeth and you manage to stay away of that dark hole.
Yeah. I'll do a perception check to see if there are any other things hidden in here I can see. 10. I still have tears in my eyes, so it's a bit hard
Yeah.
to look.
You find a charred page from a journal. It was lying below one of the shelves. You didn't see it on first glance, but now you see it.
Okay, I'll pick it up and see if I can read it.
Yes, you can, actually. It's a part of a journal, but the handwriting, you don't recognize it. Do you want to read it for yourself, or do you read it?
I'll read it for myself first, at least.
Okay. Okay, so it reads as follows. For more than 3 decades now, I have undertaken to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to this purifying light of truth and knowledge. Hero I am named in some circles, sage and master hunter I am called in others. That I have survived countless supernatural assaults is seen as a marvel among my peers. My name is spoken with fear and loathing among my foes. In truth, this virtuose calling began as an obsessive effort to destroy a vampire that murdered my child, and it has become for me a tedious and bleak career. Even as my life of hunting masters began, I felt the weight of time on my weary shoulders. Today I am a man who has simply lived too long. Like a regretful leech, I find myself inexcusably bound to an existence I sought out of madness and seemingly must now endure for all eternity. Of course I shall die, but whether I shall ever rest in my grave haunts my idle thoughts and torments me in my dreams. It goes on. I expect that those who think me a hero will change their minds when they know the whole truth about my life as a hunter of the supernatural. Nevertheless, I must reveal here and now that I have been the indirect yet certain cause of many deaths and the loss of many good friends. Mistake me not, I do not merely feel sorry for myself. Rather, I come to grips with a devastating realization. I now see that I am the object of a baleful Vistani curse. More tragically, the nature of this hex is such that I have not borne the brunt of it. Instead, far worse, those who surround me have fallen victims to it. The tale goes on and describes the past of this man who wrote this letter. I have related the tragic story of how my only child Erasmus was taken by Vistani and sold to a vampire. I explained how Erasmus has made a minion of the Night Stalker, and how it was my miserable part to free him from that fate at the point of a stake. What I have neglected to illuminate before is how I tracked Erasmus' kidnappers across the land, or how I extracted Erasmus' whereabouts from them. In fact, the Vistani took Erasmus with my own unwitting permission. They had brought an extremely ill member of their tribe to me one evening and insisted that I treat him, but I was unable to save the young man's life. In fear of their retribution, I begged the Vistani to take anything of mine, if only they would withhold their terrifying powers, of which I knew nothing. To my lasting astonishment, they chose to take my son in exchange for their loss. By the time I realized what had occurred, they were already gone. Enraged beyond reason, I strapped the body of the dead young man to my horse and followed the Vistani caravan through the woods, naively allowing the sun to set before me without seeking shelter from the night. Shortly after darkness fell, I was beset by undead that would have slain me, and had not their master, a leech, intervened and spared my life, for reason I do not completely understand. He somehow detected me and, with his powerful magic, took control of a pack of zombies that wandered in the forest. He spoke to me through the mouth of the dead things and placed a magic ward against undead upon me, then animated the dead Vistana and bade it tell me where I would find its people. Unfortunately, I say in hindsight, the plan worked. I found the child stealers, and my unwelcome outrage included a growing horde of undead that could not touch me, thanks to the Lich ward. When I found the caravan, I threatened to set the zombies on the Vistani unless they returned my dear boy. They replied that he had been sold to the vampire, Baron Metas. Something inside me snapped. I released the zombies, and the entire tribe was eaten alive. Yet the story had not ended. Before she died, the leader cursed me, saying, "Live you always among monsters and see everyone you love die beneath their claws." Even now, so many years later, I can hear her words with painful clarity. A short time later, I found my dear Erasmus made into a vampire. He begged me to end his curse, which I did with a heavy heart. The darkness had turned him from my loving arms forever, and I foolishly believed that the curse had excited its deadly toll. I wept until an unsatiable desire for vengeance filled the bottomless rift in my heart. And it's signed Rudolf van Richten. What do you want to do?
I'll go out of the wagon and just motion for the rest that they can come. And then I'll start looking around and say, Esmeralda? Esmeralda, are you here?
So I'm gonna poke
yep.
my head in that wagon, see all the weapons and stuff like that. What is Esmeralda doing with werewolves as lackeys? And why are they attacking us?
I'm taking the
Ido.
disguise kit, by the way.
I'm talking to you now,
Oh, damn it.
Well,
I have no idea. I found this inside, and I'll show the letter or the journal page. It's Van Richter's, part of Van Richter's journal. I don't know. The dresses are hers. I don't know about the rest. And
if
you
I
can
didn't
see
know
like
she
tears
had-
coming down.
If I didn't know she had werewolf allies, I'd feel like she was taking in Van Richten's path. Silvered arrows, axes, crossbows. But she's allied herself with werewolves. Which will probably be coming back here, I'm guessing. Speaking of it.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
We might want to prepare for that.
Yeah, but I need to see her.
So, back to my original question. Are you dead? You said something about it earlier.
I'm kind of afraid that this is hell. We were somewhere else. Now we're in a different world, and this is hell.
Oh.
You never see the sun. Monsters all around to torment us. I don't know what you did to deserve this, but...
Well, my lord is still with me, so I cannot believe this is hell if he's still granting me powers. If I'm still in his good graces. Do my little holy sign in the air.
Yeah, but how else would you explain it?
There are many worlds. That's conversation for another time, though. Did you seriously just take the disguise kit? Did I hear that right?
Yep.
We're having a conversation. He's looting.
Yeah, I want the silver bolts.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I know how to use the disguise kits, and I've been looking all around to get my hands on one.
Belongs to his wife, man.
But she's not
I
here.
didn't know. I'm not noticing what they're doing.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Do I see him doing that?
If you choose to.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
there's
Viscero.
nobody here.
Put it back. It's not yours.
If the owner of this wagon comes back, I'll
Is-
gladly give it back. But
Is
otherwise,
this the
I
dagger
think we
speaking?
could use this. No,
This is the dagger speaking.
This is my common sense speaking. I think we could use this.
My common sense says don't steal from your friend's wife.
I'm not stealing. It's probably
What?
no one's coming back to this wagon, I think.
You don't know that. There's no
Yeah.
evidence that she's dead.
While they are discussing that, I'm just shaking my head, and then I go over to the horse and like pat it soothingly and whisper soothing ears to it, and then talks to it and ask it how long since the owner has been here.
He rubs his nose against you, enjoying your attention, and he says he gives you the notion of a couple of hours.
Okay. And did it see what direction she went in?
He points at the double doors.
Okay. Then I'll turn back to the rest and say, do whatever you want. I'm going inside now. And then I'll go over and open the double doors.
Okay.
well,
As
I
you
dropped the
open
whole-
the double doors, a sword point touches your throat just here, and you see a dashing woman strides outside. You immediately identify her, and she says, "You have been calling my name, but who the hell are you?" And this is where we'll stop.
Can I ask a question? Well, we're starting
Yes.
there, about that book. So we've got the holy book from Van Richten that we've been reading at night.
A prayer book, I believe it was.
Yeah, Aramil.
Yeah.
Aramil and I. Just a prayer book.
Yeah.
Have we found anything? Is it? It's just a book of prayers, I assume.
You're asking me or Aramil?
Yes, you. Yeah.
Yes.
I assume Aramil doesn't know any more than you do.
Yes, unless you want to inspect it further. Aramil did inspect it, but didn't find anything interesting there.
Oh, what kind of a roll should I make?
You can make a wisdom perception roll or investigation. I think perception is best.
Okay. 15.
Nope, you don't find anything
Okay.
specifically interesting there.
Okay. So while I'm reading it, though, I'm specifically looking for prayers of forgiveness and anything that might mention anything like a crusader or something like that. I'm clearly
Okay.
just upset about this anger that I'm feeling in me and wondering if Baldur has set me on a path of crusader or something else. I don't know.
Okay. Anything else you want to say or?
Nope.
Okay. Great. Okay. This is it then.
Okay.
I will send you the Van Rixten's page. I'll probably post it in the blog so you can read it if you want.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. Great. So thank you very much. And we'll find out if you're in hell or not next meeting.
Wait, that's the
5
thing?
minutes
We can
into the
actually be
first
in hell?
meeting.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Of course this is hell. Where else would you go?
I don't know, the happy hunting grounds?
Yeah,
Didn't
but that's
do
just
anything
such
wrong.
a boring place. Like,
Not for me.
I'm sure as a ranger I would love it there also, but that would just be
Yes.
boring, like going out, hunting, having a good time.
I don't know what you did before I met you, but I was a good person.
So was I. Some of the time.
Yeah, I was totally like. It's funny because if you look at my, my ideals and my bonds, I'm all about helping and giving and super kind. And
Yeah.
I
me
love
too,
how-
me too.
I love how this world has brought out the orc in him, the worst parts of him, and now
The
he goes into
raging.
these rages and kills people. And the conflict of that, the internal conflict of that, is I'm just having a great time with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gary's internal conflict now about like because he's less naive now after this session, after like starting that pact and just seeing the potential of like horribleness that could happen from it, that he thought he was in control of. I can't wait to come up with something else to make him show that conflict.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't kill that baby. So. It's
Oh,
a
thank
good
God!
thing.
Thank God! We'd have had to fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a question. El Kalar now, like, does it have stats that I can write down, or?
We'll wait and see.
Ah, you son of a bitch! Yeah,
yes.
this is a lot of fun. The role playing
Yeah.
of this is excellent. I'm having
Awesome.
a great time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Me too.
Yes, I'm enjoying it. Also, it's our 10th session.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's very nice. So yeah, we'll fade to black with both Enoch and Aramil scratching their wounds, their
Yeah.
wolf bites.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, there's no full moon here. It's always
Yeah,
dark, and so
that's a
it's
good point.
fine. It's fine.
How do
It's fine.
can you actually become a werewolf in D&D?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can.
Can you summon your werewolfness, or do you just turn into it when it's a full moon?
Not if you're cursed. I don't think. I think
Yeah.
you're you have no control. If you're born with it, I believe you can choose. But
I had a player who got infected. I know how it works. But
and it's
I
not
won't
pretty,
say.
is
I
it?
won't say. I don't know.
Yeah, I will resist the urge to read my monster's manual.
Okay,
that.
great.
And I did modify it a little, but still,
Yeah.
I had a fun. He had fun also.
Yeah, that's okay. There's an abbey of St. Markovia over in Kresk. We may have to make a trip over there and get some curses lifted.
Yeah. Either
Disease,
that
I
or
don't-
level up and learn the remove curse spell.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's pretty handy, probably.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
super glad I multi-classed into Barbarian because of the whole internal conflict thing, but on the other hand, being a 5th level cleric would probably be helpful.
Yeah, maybe that was a way to get a dagger away from him, like remove
Yeah.
curse and then pull the
Yeah.
dagger in his hand. Normally,
It's
normally
not
you
an
can't
it's not an evil
take
dagger,
cursed
man.
item.
You don't. Yeah,
It's not cursed. It's just sentient.
Uh-huh.
It's alright.
It's not
just the-
cursed. It's just sentient.
It's not bad,
Trying
it's
to
just
control my actions. It's
misunderstood.
not bad.
Yeah.
It's helping me.
Enoch is fairly certain that you're not in control of yourself anymore. I love this.
Yeah.
I
Oh, no, and Gary's gonna defend him.
I didn't tell any one of you about the blood thing, by the way. I just told
Yeah,
you
yeah, I know, yeah.
that the dagger is sentient, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and now you're burning things with green fire, so
I'm drawing upon
And-
its power, man.
and yeah, waking up naked in a winery.
No,
No,
that,
we
was,
got
that, was,
drunk,
that was just the
okay?
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about
Those
the
are good
dead goat?
times.
So the fact that we didn't know if you killed the baby or not, that's worrisome enough.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, the
Drinking
thing,
does that.
the
Yeah.
thing with the goat and everything, that was just a one-time thing. It was just
That's what they all say. It was just a one-time thing. I'll never do it again.
I can stop at any time.
Yeah,
I'm not addicted
I'm in
to it.
total control. We're gonna have an intervention here. We're gonna sit you down, we're gonna put the dagger on the table, and tell you how we feel.
Hmm.
You have
alright,
Gary on your
no
side.
problem. You see?
Gary,
Awesome.
I liked Gary.
Well, Gary is
He's
evil.
gonna- he has to defend. He has to defend Visero's like dark magic stuff, because if Visero is wrong, then Gary's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Can't wait to next session.
Mm,
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thanks,
I'm checking
guys.
out.
okay.
See you
guys.
to-